Devo was such a catalyst for his team against FaZe, playing so perfectly, finishing off shots, not putting a foot wrong in defense. He is just as much a part of this success as CRR Dorito.
But I mean, FURIA, they've been starting slowly in these events against Complexity yesterday in the opening 3v3. As we head to the start of this grand finals, they were frankly quite poor, but they stepped up magnificently as it went on. And then earlier on, I mean, that reverse sweep against Falcons, it was unbelievable. I was convinced that Falcons were going to take it, but FURIA, they just turned on another gear.
Yeah, they refused to listen to the script here, and I'm sure that's what they're going to be trying to do again. But Guild are a very different team from Falcons. This is a playstyle change-up, so whereas FURIA against Falcons have to expect a ton of midfield aggression, Guild are a much more, I'd say, fluid team. They don't mind defending, they don't mind just waiting patiently for opportunities. Less aggressive than Falcons, certainly, so it's going to be about controlling the aggression for FURIA. Yan, for me, has been player of the tournament so far, but he's got to pick his spots here. Guild been very, very solid today. Yan had half a chance there, but goes wide.
Player of the tournament so far, and already getting way too many touches than Guild half than they would want. That one almost goes in from Kaio, it's saved. Cleared away by Dorito towards Yan, who you can already see why he's been such a dominant force in this tournament. He is just everywhere. The player comfortable with cutting across his teammates, and they know what he's doing, but Guild have some pressure now. Kaio with the save this time. Guild are coming forward, here's Dorito. He's made such a good account of himself. Him and CRR rising through the ranks in competitive Rocket League, and there is CRR, their 1v1 star, making it 1-0 Guild.
FURIA with a bit of a blunder here. Card trying to get the ball past Devo, but Devo intercepts it. And what a pass by Devo, just straight into the side wall, back into the middle. No one from FURIA ready to get that ball contested. So FURIA lose control. When you're going for those back corner outplays, you have to make sure to get it. It's a big risk. If you get dunked on, the danger is immediate.
Guild Esports not used to losing at the moment. So many sweeps for them. That magnificent one against FaZe Clan earlier. Who saw that coming? Especially the 1v1 victory from CRR. The man who sunk their first goal in this one with that 1-second equalizer and then winning the overtime. But there's a mistake from Devo, for whom we've had so much praise, and it's 1-1.
Kaio all over him. Dorito trying to get a good 50-50 here. CRR pushed up against him, and Devo goes straight past the ball. I've got to think that he was worried about hitting that ball straight into CRR, probably looking for a very precise touch as he looks to clear the ball, but he just flies right by it. FURIA again, easy equalizer.
A slight lapse in communication there from the Guild defense, but not too much harm down. It's only an equalizer. As Devo sends it forward, where's this one going to go? Kaio's on the backboard. Devo is just circling in front of him. I love to see Devo playing so far forward, always sending himself backwards as soon as FURIA have the ball. We want to see Guild going for these pre-jumps, being aggressive against FURIA. Devo is up and he sends it away. Gets a couple of touches as well. Kaio's there waiting, but a bit of a misplay there from Devo, but it does let Dorito in, so good work from Guild, recycling the play, playing better after conceding that opening goal.
In a world full of mechanical youngsters, Devo and Kaio, the legends of their scenes, are doing everything for their teams throughout this tournament, but can they produce the same goods in the grand final? We did see a mistake from Devo earlier, but it's right back into the rotation. Dorito's taking his time. 1v1, it's into the bar, and Devo also passes high for CRR to finish. Guild getting all three involved in the offensive play. Unfortunately for FURIA, they just could not recover.
Scored one of the team goals of the day earlier on up against FaZe when all three of them were involved, and that was the same there. You do think that Devo could have snuck that one in, but when you have CRR approaching for his second goal of the game, it doesn't matter too much. Guild Esports do restore their lead, and maybe FURIA's game one woes are going to continue here. That one's going over the top from CRR again. That was a good kickoff from Guild.
A much needed strong start for Guild here. After seeing Yan's performance in 1v1, despite losing to TRK, I think I'm picking him as the favorite in 1v1 in this matchup. I mean, even against the CRR who was able to beat First Killer. I mean, that's just how impressive Yan has been in ones in this event. He's just not just an insane mechanical player. I feel like we talk about his mechanics all the time, but in the last series against Falcons, it was his positioning, it was his reads, it was his interceptions that really made the difference in the tail end of the series. Look at this from CRR, setting up the butt, but Yan's got away from him, and he's pre-jumped the save.
Not just mechanics, also composure and speed of thought to get in the way there. These FURIA still in this one. That one's a great challenge there from Card. Kaio is up, he wants to get round this one to put it in. The mechanics are there, and it's 2-2.
Kaio has been at the absolute peak of South American Rocket League since its beginning. The first player to establish himself against international competition, and he is still at the top of the game years later, just like Devo. This guy's been around for 4+ years, at the absolute peak of the game, waiting for his opportunity, and he is now seizing it with both hands.
Oh, he was so close. Was Devo there, the other old man of the grand final. Here comes Yan, though, wants to get this one on target. The double tap's looking so effective for FURIA. Dorito just about gets a save. And Sierra can get it away. Could be a counter now for Guild Esports. Devo wants to close down Yan. This pass really good to Kaio. Good transitional play from FURIA right now. There's a bit of boomer ball emerges.
FURIA, I've got all 3 players showing up. I think for the first time internationally, there seems to always be somebody having a bit of an off day. Well, I will be honest, it's never Yan. He's never seen an off day from him. Kaio and Card have been mechanically excellent today. Kaio in the 3s, Card in the 2s. They're all showing up huge. Their grind, their work they put in is so clear to see. It's wonderful to see them being rewarded for all that effort. They're not the only region, they're not the only team who've had to wait for their chance to play in RLCS. Just like Mina, they had to wait for a long, long time.
Devo's going to put this one forward. Look at that interception attempt there from Dorito. Really puts a little bit of pressure on FURIA, but now might leave Guild exposed. Zero's touch out wide is good. It's to Dorito. Card closes him down. Dorito again. Up against Kaio. Can Kaio get it around the corner? Sierra goes up and gets a huge clearance. Devo, he can win this race against Card if he plays his cards right. In the corner. Let's go over the top of him. Card just has to stay tall as this one approaches 0 seconds. Are we going to head to overtime, or will we have some 0-second magic? There's already been huge comebacks in this tournament. You can never count him out. FURIA finally take a first game.
Ridiculous air dribble bump from Yan, and a ball that just kindly stays airborne long enough to cross the line. Smiles from FURIA as they start strong, and they put an end to Guild's win streak. 12 games won in a row coming into this series. Now a 0-second goal to lose. That's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, it's a real heartbreaker, and Guild were really feeling it. I mean, Marky Dudar behind them there, he was fist-bumping every challenge as he has been throughout this entire tournament, but that is going to put something of a spanner in the works. And now we see, you know, his coaching brought into account. Can he G his players up after a really tough 0-second loser right there? But FURIA Esports, I mean, that's exactly the win they needed to bring that momentum forward from that huge reverse sweep earlier against Falcons.
Well, must-win game coming up for Guild. You've got to think it's going to be 2v2 being picked. So CRR and Dorito have been ridiculous in 2v2 in this event. We knew that they had the synergy. They've been playing together for years. And they've really brought a lot of that online presence here in person. It's the teams who can take their practice form and bring it to the stage that have shone the brightest at this event. And 2v2 and 1v1 really put that in the spotlight more than any other game modes, because mistakes are amplified. Outplays are more often. That's where CRR and Dorito have been so strong. The synergy, I think, is a bit of a higher level than FURIA's duo, but you've got to also point out Yan and Card just took down Falcons. 2 different combinations. They took down Khaled and Ahmad, and they've also taken down TRK and Khaled. So these guys know what they're doing in the game mode. They're showing up today, in 2s especially. I think that was actually the biggest difference in their last series, was the 2v2.
Yeah, there we have it. We have 1 player from each team being grayed out, which means we will see Dorito and CRR against Yan and Carb. We did have Yan and Kai over one juncture yesterday against Complexity. Didn't quite work, so this is definitely their superior 2v2 team. As we head into this one, and Yan and Carb will be all too aware that Guild Esports are undefeated currently in 2v2. They've beaten Complexity, they've beaten Luminosity Gaming, they've beaten O1 Esports in the game mode, and earlier on, that huge win against FaZe. Guild will be confident, but they are behind in the series.
Yeah, this is their game mode. This might just be FURIA's day. Like I said, an absolute must-win game for Guild. They're up against one of the most consistently impressive 3s teams in the world, and they've just conceded against them. It's that man Yan. Some people are calling him best in the world, and I don't think you're crazy to think that. Mistake from CRR to concede possession. He panicked, missed the boost. Yan is all over him. Yan
is just all over everyone right now. As soon as Guild think they have any time on the ball, Yan is there in their faces, charging them down and never letting them breathe. And it's a decent kickoff just for a second. It looked like FURIA might be able to get a clean touch, but for now they're sent back. Now his card, he awaits his chance. Past CRR almost. Good challenge from CRR, but he does commit to it, which leaves Dorito somewhat isolated. The pass wasn't quite perfect though.
I would have liked to see a run-ahead demo there from Card with Yan on the ball. I think that any kind of pressure on the goalkeeper is going to tip the scales in FURIA's favor to double up.
Card takes a touch, CRR on the back wall. Just going to have to avoid Jan. There was a demo behind. Who's it going to be on? Jan, he's there. Wants to get past another demo. Jan is still there. He's just ever present. Cards coming in. It's not quite going to go in this time. Dorito grateful to clear away.
Yeah, big time save there from CRR with no momentum. He just had to time his flip to perfection. Deny the second goal for FURIA, who look the more threatening of the two teams. Every time Jan touches the ball, it looks dangerous. Card has been infallible. What can CRR do with his first touch? Denied by Card. That's really what FURIA have been so good at today. They've conceded so many goals in twos throughout this tournament, even in the quarterfinals against Complexity, but they've really ironed out those mistakes. And now 1v1 play from Card, delays the flick, he lands in reverse to try and make a play. CRR again successfully defends.
Well, that's an awkward touch there from Dorito. Will there be a FURIA player coming in? No, CRR manages to use the last of his boost to steam in there, but he is still completely starved on the backboard. Let's stay behind this one. Jan will be able to take a touch here. He'll have some time. He'll have two defenders in front of them. Now we'll have boost. So CRR can come in. Card has to get a touch.
FURIA calmly operating once again. There was no panic during that semi-final reverse sweep over the crowd favorites, the home favorites Falcons. Many people online and presently in the venue's favorites to win the event. Don't worry about it, Cole. Jan's got it covered.
Of course he does. Jan, the man with the plan. Everything's sticking to him right now. He's in the way of everything. Card, though, will be the recipient of this pass. Can he get it over the top of CRR? It's a lovely first touch. And he gets the second, and he sinks it. FURIA are on fire.
Wow, Card shows up huge. Look at the burst of speed. The first touch there completely caught CRR by surprise. And then the drilling shot underneath the attempted in-and-out save. You know, you give Jan all the praise correctly so. He's a man with a plan on land, but Card is just so solid in twos today. Where has this come from?
Well, he is the king. He's the king of the region, and he's showing up why. He's getting involved so much. Here he is again up against Dorito, making him scurry back. Dorito's clearance, though, is a good one. And he'll be able to get a clean touch on this ball, though. Dorito's trying to block him out. It's an interesting pass into the center. I'm not really sure that Card wanted it. He goes up, and he somehow still gets in the way of CRR.
Dive bomb save there from Card. Once again, they're just looking so composed at the moment. Guild, who previously, in every 2v2 we've seen them play, have run the show. They have been the team deciding where the game gets played. They've been the team putting the pressure on their opponents, but where's the pressure? On FURIA, who are just running away with this.
There's another chance. That one's going across the line. It's a little bit shaky in defense there from Dorito and CRR. CRR does get it away. Dorito is a pass, but it's closed down again by Card. He is all sorts of involved. This one's bouncing off the backboard. It should be okay for Dorito. CRR is here. There's still plenty of time for Guild Esports to get back into this one, but not when FURIA are defending as well as they are, and they're charging it down, and Jan's surely going to score again. Guild can't come back. It's three. Card steals it, not for the first time in this tournament. They're having so much fun.
A certain Cameron Johns coined Card King, and I think it's time he gives Jan a name as well, because we've got Kyle the Great One sitting on the bench right now, waiting to burst into flames again in 3v3. Where did Guild go from here? It's all gone wrong in their favorite game mode. Minute to go. They have not caused any problems for FURIA.
I think you coined his name perfectly earlier. Jan, the man with the plan on land. He's got a plan here. To the backboard he goes. Almost gets the second touch he needs, but it's more pressure from FURIA. Guild just can't get hold of the ball. Card sends it up. Jan is there again. There are no clean touches for the Guild Esports defense. Desperate just to get something going. CRR, he's teed up. Has to show some mechanical brilliance right here. He gets the flip reset over the top with him. Does he get the second touch? No, he doesn't, nor does Dorito. Card can now slow it down yet again. Jan's going for bucks and demos, but CRR stands tall.
Oh, that's massive, and it should be a goal. Dorito's going to make the goal just a little bit bigger in case CRR's shot was going wide, and like FURIA did moments ago, he steals a goal away from his teammate.
A little bit bigger and a little bit quicker as well. Maybe that timer would have ticked over to 35 seconds, and when you need 2 goals in a 2v2, every second, every split second can count.
What kind of kickoff strategy have Guild got? Coach Marky Duda behind him. Loved the fake kickoffs back in the day. It looks like they went for something special here, but FURIA reading it, just hitting the ball straight into the corner. Of course, they're a team who are very known for their aggressive kickoff strats as well. Dorito now controls the ball. Card lets Jan come in for the play. No deflection to the back corner. Jan had to hang in midair there deny CRR a free shot on target.
That might be the game-winning block there from Yan, especially if Card could win this one past Dorito. They're so quick. They're unbeatable to the ball. These South Americans taking it to every region in front of them. They've taken out 2 of the MENA teams, and now they're looking to take down another one of the Europeans. Guild Esports are looking second best now in 3s. They've looked second best in 2s, and they're going to have to go right back to the drawing board as FURIA will take a 2-0 lead in the series. FURIA now on a 6-game win streak.
And this is truly unbelievable. A team who, not much more than 6 months ago, were being called failures on LAN, onliners, as they fell 1-3 in Swiss out of the fall major in RLCS. Since then, they've had a point to prove. Top 6, 2 consecutive RLCS LANs in a row. Now in the grand final, reverse sweeping Falcons, 2-0 up on Guild, who have their head in their hands, wondering what are you supposed to do? They've got Yan on their team, and Kaio and Carter peaking. That sounds to me like a recipe for disaster for any team to go up against. It's really making the Falcons' loss look a little bit more respectable. Not that they'll care about that right now. But what FURIA are doing is so impressive to see. Any team watching this worldwide will be terrified of what they're witnessing. A team who are talked about as competitive in 3s, but 1s and 2s, not really known as their specialities coming into this event. Well, that changes. We've got to stop thinking about this as just a 3s team. They have full mastery of the crew battles format.
Yeah, they do, and they have full mastery of the pitch right now to FURIA Esports, a team that are going to be taking this finals and even looking towards Worlds after. Yet another region, yet another team that can pop off there and seriously win the entire thing. South America, you know, this is the team, this is the region that has just as much pride as Saudi Arabia. We're all talking about MENA pride. We're all talking about all of it. Johnny, your eyes just popped. What have you just seen that I missed?
I'm just really hoping that nobody saw that password. Otherwise, you
Sorry.
might have some...
Nah, sure I didn't.
Might have some people trying to log into the LAN server. Guys, calm down. It's a LAN server. It's not the same as online. Don't want to see any of you guys try to connect to the FURIA Guild Esports game. If you get in here, please just sit and spectate. We don't want to have to pause a grand final like this.
Wow, okay, well, you know, hopefully that'll not slow things down. As we go into this 3v3, I mean, Guild Esports, they came into this with so much belief and momentum, but FURIA are simply outclassing them at the moment, particularly in that 2v2. But 3v3 is where Guild Esports will feel more comfortable. You know, Devo has that experience. They have Marky Dudar talking to them, real tactical man right now, and the hype man. They do have more ability than what they're showing right now, and they're here to win. You know, they're not here to finish second and pat themselves on the back. So maybe this is the start of something for Guild.
We talked to them backstage about the fact that they've already won more money at this event than they've won in the Org's history. The players really looking good right now, but they're not looking good on the pitch. You know, the bank accounts might be inflating, but so is FURIA's scoreline.
So is FURIA's ego as well. There's so much belief coursing through their veins. Card flies in. It was actually a lovely double challenge from Kaio from the kickoff, a good kickoff. Well planned there from FURIA to give themselves another early lead.
Yeah, fantastic control from Kaio. He's denied the 50-50, the volatile challenge that Guild were looking for. They want the ball to just deflect off in any direction. Kaio says, no, it's going to stay right where it is.
I want to see from Card as well. I can't wait to see him destroying some headphones, flinging them across, but he's going to have to do some defending here. Not able to do it. Guild with a very quick and important equalizer.
Yeah, it is key that they fire back here. Dorito giving FURIA a little bit of a taste of their own medicine there with a similar kind of situation. Now it's FURIA's turn to try and ram into the ball, get it to bounce off the corner wall, potentially just fire downfield. And it's Dorito who controlled the situations. Both teams actually using that strategy to their favor. It's a great play to make in the opposition half. So most 50-50s, especially in the back corner, favor the defensive team.
A couple of kickoff goals. It's like we're watching 1v1s, despite having 6 players on the pitch, and won't even be able to take control in the same way as if there were fewer. CRR into the center. Dorito's waiting. He does take control, but Yan closes it down so quickly. That's a serious question of Devo, who just about had the answer, but only for now, because Card can shoot. Dorito, he sends it away, and CRR is up. Dorito thinks about winning that race, but leaves it to Devo, but there's a miss from CRR, right when Guild were beginning to think about pulling that trigger.
And Guild must be careful here. Every player on that FURIA roster has been controlling the pace of the game throughout this final day of the tournament. They're using bursts of speed rather than constant speed to surprise their opponents instead of suppressing them. And it's those pick the right moment kind of plays that have been the difference in every single match we've seen. Dorito calling Devo off there. Devo Came back on the ground, saving the boost that he had, but somebody's got to get up to stop Card. It's off the backboard for Jan, who shoots just towards the goalkeeper. Follow-up is denied by Dorito.
Double save there from Guild Esports, and they're still having to do some defending. CRR is right behind Dorito. Has to be careful he doesn't get too close, because that could open them up. That's exactly what's happened. Kaio is there for the double tap, doesn't get it. Jan,
wow.
He smashes it home. FURIA Esports regain their lead.
All eyes on the high-flying Kaio, who's close to the double, but called it that he is not hitting that. He knew, as we can see from that view, that he's not near that ball, and Jan could hear from his teammate there that it's his ball, uncontested. Guild had no idea. Once again, they trail. Kaio's sitting in net, showing you don't always have to just go grab boost on the kickoff. Well, look what happens when you've got a goalkeeper you don't concede.
Lovely play from Dorito to get that fake and leave himself in the corner, but he couldn't quite get the ball for that devastating final touch. What a pass it could have been. That one from CRR just rolls around, so Dorito is waiting. Guild Esports still playing on the front foot, wanting to attack FURIA. It's been working well for them in the 3v3 so far, at least in this tournament, but not so much in this matchup against FURIA, who seem to have their number. CRR wants to challenge this one, can't do it. And Dorito is there. He beats Jan to the ball, but Jan does manage to send him backwards for now. Devo wins it cleanly. Can he follow it up? Can he put it away? Does he need to? No, he doesn't. It's 2-2.
Well, big-time interception from Devo. It looked like FURIA had control. Card faked one away from the ball. Devo plays high for the block, and Kyle had a bit too much faith in Card's 50-50. Moved off the goal line. They do concede another unnecessary goal here.
Guild just refusing to be shaken off this tournament and shaken off this series, but surely not another kickoff goal for FURIA.
No.
Guild, for all the tactics they were talking about at the start, it's collapsing on the set plays.
Yeah, Guild playing a close cheat strategy, and it looks like they've turned up the line as well. I mean, that's just amateur. We've been seeing this occasionally in high-pressure situations, but it's moments like these, when the pressure is on, that your default kickoff strategy needs to be a safe one. Guild punished for a huge mistake.
We've seen kickoff goals for each side, though, so can Guild return the favour. They're still attacking from this kickoff. Wow, a huge redirect, an accidental one from Card. Actually worked out really well after the save from Jan, whose touch, of course, was sublime. He gets it to the side. Devo's coming in. CRR's in front of him and stealing the boost, so there could be some open spaces here for Guild to play with. Until Card just has so much pace. FURIA, they are fearless in defense, and look how well they transition. Every clearance is a perfect pass, and they keep sending it forwards. Until, is that one going in? Can CRR bundle it home? Yes, he can. Guild can turn it around quickly as well.
Well, look at CRR just lurking upfield here. All the way in the opponent's half. It was Dorito who knocked the initial clear into the FURIA end. CRR just happened to be upfield off the end of his last offensive play and made something off it. Great awareness, but let's see what they can do afterwards. You see that FURIA have got that goal covered every single kickoff. They're not making the same mistake Guild did in the previous goal they've conceded.
At least Guild have learned from their previous kickoff mistakes with that one. Actually winning a kickoff after equalizing for the third time in this third game. Now, can they take the lead? Something they haven't done yet in this one. Jan is there, he's up, beats Dorito. Good play from him to the backboard as well, past a couple, but Devo, he is there. All that experience, knew exactly what was happening, sends it away for now, and then flops at the ball and misses.
This is all Jan pressure. He forces so many players from Guild to use what boost they had just to defend his air dribble, and now Guild left scrambling, but they've got a break for you with CRR's offensive effort. CRR looking to chip into the middles, but it looks like Guild just didn't have the boost to follow up, and they're still trying to recover their boost totals.
I feel like this is the game that Guild Esports have to win. Surely we can't have another redirect, another reverse sweep, sorry. Another international reverse sweep and a best of 7. 2 in the same day, it can't be done, you'd imagine, but here we go. This could be a chance. CRR, he couldn't quite get on top of the ball, but he does get a demo on the way out.
Oh, nice fake by Jan. Decent flick with 0 boost as well. Again, just forcing Guild to use what boost they've got. You see the composure from FURIA. They're not throwing themselves in at half chances. They're waiting for a realistic opportunity to jump on Guild. CRR forced to double tap the ball to safety under pressure. He's done well there. Still FURIA testing the water. CRR hiding in the goal. Didn't want to get demoed, as he knew there would be a swoop across the box. Now Dorito cuts off an infield pass. Everything Guild are trying on the counter-attack seems to just run out of steam before a shot can be fired.
Jan's going to send this one high to himself. Kaio's already there, but he's called off it. Jan into the center. The flip reset is read so well by CRR. There will be time for at least one more attack from Guild Esports. CRR is up, but Card closes it down.
FURIA are clearly world-class. Can they clutch up yet again? 0-second goal in the first game. confirmed the end of Guild's win streak, but we're not going to get one here. It's overtime, game 3.
The most important goal for Guild Esports' career ever, any of these players, even Devo, the former world champion. This means more to them than anything that's come before. They have to step up and show belief, but so did FURIA. They have that 2-game lead, but it could be cut so quickly in this format. Great touch from Yan towards CRR, but his clearance is good. And he manages to stay behind the ball, but only as far as Kaio. He's in the backboard now. Dorito's been taking out the ball. Yan maybe should have left it, but maybe not, because Card's leaning in. But that's a good clearance.
Yeah, Guild really following the play brilliantly there. Is well worked from FURIA, changing the angle of the ball in multiple directions, but Guild were with them the entire way. Now CRR puts in a nice early challenge, but Yan pounces. He seems to just never miss position. When you've got a player who's this quick to the punch in the right place every time, you're never going to get the ball past the midfield easily. And
he plays the exact same way in overtime as well. No chance of him just sitting back, playing defensively and waiting for his moment. Always so desperate to get involved. And so often he makes the right choice when he does. Now he's got his team another attack. Kaio is here. And is steaming in, calling off Card. He wants this one, even from an awkward angle. Look at the first touch. Look at the control. Look at the boys. Look at the skill. Look at the start. Look at the goal from Yan.
He is simply built different. Yan continues to raise the bar of expectation. We've known for a long time that he's world class. We've known for a long time that he's one of the best players in the world, but he continues to make a better and better case to be the absolute best.
He was facing his own corner when he made that first touch. When he jumped up for the ball, he had to spin in midair, the whole time conserving his boost and keeping an eye on the defender, who was closing him down very quickly, might I add. And he did that all, and then he had such grace as he put it into the far corner. That is a stunning winner.
And just as if Guild's problems weren't enough, they've got to beat Yan 1v1. Take everything else away. Take away all of the teammates, well, maybe not all the distractions, there's quite a few of those, but this is going to be, I think, the perfect way for FURIA to win this. There's no more fitting way for them to win this LAN than for Yan to just take it by himself. I mean, no disrespect to Card, King Card, and Kaio TG1. That stands for the Great One. He knew it, he put it in his name. It's about time we all start recognizing that as well, but this has been Yan's LAN since the start. You know, TRK and Yan put on a show earlier. Yan came out on top, and he's continued that form every step of the way, never dropping off in level. And it's that man in the middle, CRR. The amount of pressure he's about to face is something very few of us will experience in life, never mind in Rocket League.
16 years old, and he has the difference of $200,000 in his hands right now, does CRR. 300K or 500K, the difference is between first and second in this massive, this beautiful, this monumentous tournament over here in Saudi Arabia. He has been so pivotal for Guild's success, but every time you win a 1v1, the next one just gets that little bit harder, the pressure. You have that belief, you have that consistency, you have the history of beating First Killer. You know, people will be expecting you to come up against Yan, a man who has just steamrolled everybody in the 1v1s. Even Raiseball, you know, that was hyped up so much in that quarterfinals. And CRR has to do it all over again. 16 years old, Johnny, and he has that weight on his shoulders.
Well, he took down First Killer earlier on today. The greatest 1v1 player North America has ever produced. Now, Yan is making a name for himself as perhaps South America's greatest, although I'm sure KV1 will have something to say about that World's Wildcard. Another legend. I mean, this is a rising scene, not just in the world of threes. South America is putting itself on the map. I mean, all the talk's been about MENA naturally this weekend since they're hosting their first international LAN, but what a success story South America's having this season. Really fighting Middle East for that claim to fame. Hold on, we start off here with a 1-1 score. We look like we've had a blazing start here that we didn't even have a chance to witness.
Call yourself an analyst, Johnny. What happened for the first 40 seconds, pal?
I'm gonna guess that Yan scored a quad flip reset, and then CRR got a flick goal for the second one.
Well, there you go. Decent start to the game, and, you know, you guys not good enough to watch it, chat, so get over it. Here we go. It begins now to us. CRR gets a lovely catch. Yan is closing it down so quickly, though. Clearly the situation isn't overawing him at all.
Oh, both players go for the demo here, but Yan's the one who lands it. CRR thought he could steer into Yan at the last second here, but Yan was timing it to perfection. Of course, he's not going to miss the open net. Doesn't matter what side CRR spawns on. Yan snipes the middle.
They're smiling as well, FURIA. They're turning to each other. They're laughing. They are somehow managing to ignore this bubble of pressure, which is just getting heavier and heavier around them. Absolutely massive mind games right there. You know, you have Card, he hypes them up so much, he's not in it. You have Kaio, all that experience, he's not in it. All eyes are on Yan, the man for the LAN, the man for the occasion. But CRR, he's up. Yan closed him down so quickly again. It might be another challenge goal. I think it's gonna be, and that's 3-1.
He's just too good. CRR trying to back him up here with multiple fake touches, but Yan knew what was happening. He knew that was a complete fake, and he just pounces in. And it must feel good to be Kaio and Card right now. It's definitely going to be a nerve-wracking experience as we're watching your teammate try to clutch out the biggest prize pool in Rocket League history. Yan is doing well. He's flipped late into that kickoff, so CRR's delay was ineffective.
Yeah, it's a nice idea, though, from CRR, just to try and mix it up. And meant to win the race versus Yan. CRR well and truly in this one still.
And this is what CRR does. He doesn't leave your half. If he's got half a chance, you bet he's going for it. Phenomenal recovery.
So quick.
I mean, dusting Yan is impressive at any stage, but that looked like a pretty 50-50 race. CRR air rolling perfectly to win it.
So tense right now. CRR wins the kickoff against Yan. This could be the equalizer right now, and it will be. The swings of the 1v1 never cease to amaze. The Falcon rises out of the goal as CRR equalizes.
CRR able to drill the ball through Yan there. We'll see if Yan changes up the kickoff strategy the next time around after getting beaten standard versus standard. I think he's going to be glad to see it's a straight spawn with the kickoff with the least direct uncontested kickoff goals. So we're not going to get one here either. Yan should be able to save this. He's still in a lot of trouble. CRR 100 boost to Yan's 20, and he fires immediately. Pre-jump save or an immediate reaction. With this guy's reaction time, it's hard to say. He's trying to get the boost on spawn here, but it's not there. Missed time from Yan. CRR going all the way. That is beautiful. Time in the flip reset to perfection. He knew Yan didn't have the boost to challenge, and he placed his shot perfectly.
How does he keep doing this, CRR? Oh, look at that. That's so good. It is sublime. Off the crossbar as well for good measure. And CRR and Guild have the lead for the first time in this 1v1, and now the question is slightly different. Can you keep the lead? Can you stay playing the same when you have nothing to chase?
Yeah, and with a smart play there, he's lost 2 kickoffs in a row, so he fakes the next one. He just wants to make sure that he's not in a massively losing position as a direct kickoff goal and a very strong kickoff possession for CRR bagged him 2 goals in a row. Now Yan in control, but against a boosted up CRR. Direct air dribble will be denied. CRR's not landed on the back wall, though. That means Yan can seal the boost away safely. Turn and shoot, and that is the margin for error in 1v1. If CRR lands on the back wall, he will be able to challenge, but he lands on the post. That slowed him down, and Yan, with more momentum, turned around, put the ball past him.
CRR made the decision from a long way away, and Yan, he just had his eyes on his opponent the entire time to bop it over him and put it away. Another really close 1v1. We have been blessed with them on this final day. Within 1 goal, within 2 goals, always close. Yan might be about to retake the lead, but CRR does get back from that kickoff.
Yeah, lovely vision there from Yan, checking to see where CRR was. After realizing that there was not going to be an easy shot, takes his time. He's really going for the slow roll here. He knew the boost wasn't there to steal immediately, so he attacks slowly, waiting for it to spawn. That means that even if he doesn't score, it's more pressure, it's more possession, and eventually a goal for Yan. Such composure. Brilliant strategy, perfect execution.
There was also a really important boost steal there from Yan. They raced for that corner boost, and it was CRR that lost it, and there were no pads either, so completely stranded. Well, he used his 12 to get up to the ball, couldn't quite make it. And as you say, the finish from Yan. When you have this much pressure on you, it is not simple to do. And FURIA retake the lead in this pendulum of a 1v1.
Well, Yan's backed off here. CRR knows he has a little bit of time, but not too much as Yan rushes in for the challenge. Gotta always mix those in to keep your opponent honest. CRR constantly thinking now, is Yan going? As Yan now just sits back. CRR goes right through. That's fantastic. Yan with the recovery to match the ridiculous play from CRR.
So good from Yan to still stay alive, but CRR might have done it with the challenge. He will get there. He will equalize. How does this man stay so calm?
Many players would have just thought, what's the point after watching a save like that? But CRR focuses on the next play, and he goes right through Yan's challenge. 5-5, minute and 46 on the clock. The kickoffs have been swinging back and forth. Yan making a correct adaptation. Earlier on, he was consistently losing. Now he's got the better half of it. Another free shot. CRR needed to clear the ball into a safer location. Yan up again.
Once again, it's FURIA that have the lead. A big challenge from Jan. CRR are committed. Couldn't quite get back to it either. Yeah, and it's an easy finish for him, but nothing's easy at this point. And then we'll go to this next kickoff. We had seen a mix-up in the kickoff so far. Will we see another? Will either of these two players blink? No, it's standard. Both charging into it. CRR is going to get the boost. Jan's back, though. He's getting back to that 100. Can CRR get there in time? The flick's on, but Jan closed it down perfectly and sends it high. And he has the boost, and he'll probably have another goal. And Guild, they need 2.
And that is a huge mistake from CRR. Kickoff possession. It looks like, Kyle, calm down. I know you get excited.
Yeah, right.
Don't hurt Jan's hand. He's going to play with that for a couple more minutes. But CRR dribbling straight at the net, unable to generate a flick in time. Another fake kickoff from Jan. That is brilliant. This is going to force more time off the clock, get him another possession play. And these little switch-ups, keeping CRR guessing, make a big difference. He's in a huge position now. He should be scoring, and I think he will be. That is a good bounce, but it doesn't have the landing to match it still, though. All Jan, he's got CRR bouncing on the spot, and eventually pops it over him. Jan stands. This man, he knows he is the real deal.
Jan stands as his hands are winning FURIA 500,000 grand at this rate. It's unbelievable, the confidence that he has. 3 goals can be turned around, but the way Jan is playing,
again,
you dread to see it, and he's faked it as well, and he's got the boost. The fake kickoff is effective. Everything going FURIA's way. CRR has to dive in, but can't do it. Jan knows his team are on the cusp. Can he make it a 4-goal lead? He gets the demo. He's rolling around. He's going to put this one on target. Does he know he's actually missed it? And maybe that gives CRR a chance.
And not just a chance. CRR had a free shot, but he snipes it wide. And he commits as well. CRR must have felt like he deserved a goal there. He is going to be back to keep his hopes alive here, keep Guild's hopes alive. This is 1v1, so 1 goal could send us into a spiraling comeback. But Jan just looks unbeatable at the moment. He's been surprising CRR with fake kickoffs. Every single one of them so convincing. None of them being read by CRR. Final few seconds here. Jan just has to play it safe. He's not overcommitting. He's playing it out brilliantly.
It's absolutely done right now. There won't be 3 goals in this amount of time, no matter what happens here. Especially when Jan shows his pace. That's the moment they begin to stand up. The confetti is about to fall. Jan has stopped South America's jewel in the crown. The best of their majestic nation of mechanical tricksters and high-ping ranked grinders take international gold for the first time in the region's history. FURIA Esports on away soil are your Gamers 8 champions.
That's iconic. That's going to be an image we see for a long, long time. Not just Jan, but Kaio and Card putting their demons to rest. Everyone who called this team a team who couldn't get it together, choking in the big moments, performing best online, win the biggest international LAN in Rocket League history.
Not just
in
Jan,
style.
not just Kaio, not just Card, the entire region. I'm sure the club, crew, Team Secret watching on, whether they're here or at home, rooting for their boys to make the statement that South America is up there with the very best of the regions.
A great story from Guild as well. Their season is over, but they showed much promise. Another team in the mix for Europe, continually deepening the region. But today is the day of FURIA. Today is the day of Jan, Card and Kaio. They'll lift their trophy and receive the applause